Yo, what is going on, guys? XpertFusion here, and today I would like to talk about some Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War leaked information that's been running all around Twitter for the past 12 hours. It's been insane, man. And I don't want to talk about everything because this isn't a news channel, right? I'm not here to give you guys all the news information regarding Call of Duty. You guys can see that on Charlie Intel, it's pretty obvious, or you can see it on millions of other YouTubers who post it. That's not what type of content I do. The type of content is I take different sorts of information that we get from these leaks and I discuss it, I talk about it, I give my thoughts on it, that kind of a thing, because I like having those type of discussions as opposed to just telling you what's up with the game. But there's a lot of stuff obviously in Charlie Intel, like for example, the leaked editions of the game have been, leaked, and they don't show a zombie season pass, which is interesting. So that could mean zombies maps will be free this year in terms of DLC, which is interesting. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. I have no idea how that play out. Obviously, the description of the game was leaked, so we know that this is a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, meaning it's in a alternate timeline, right? So it's not like taking place in between Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. It's taking place in a completely separate universe that is also attached to Black Ops 1. So think of Halloween, right? So you had Halloween 1 and Halloween 2, the originals, right? And they made sequels to those Halloween movies throughout, like, Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Halloween 6. But this brand new Halloween that came out 2018 was continuing on to the original Halloween, but in a separate timeline, a completely separate universe, almost like another thing, like kind of like a what if scenario. Like, what if this happens? Where would the story go from there? Kind of like a split off story, kind of like Walking Dead, the Telltale games, stuff like that, where they split off into different stories. It's kind of what they're doing here, and Black Ops 1 is splitting off into telling a Black Ops Cold War story, which then also leads into Modern Warfare 2019, that they're kind of mixing into the same universe, which I'm okay with that. I'm honestly completely fine with that. I'm interested to see where the story goes, but campaign is not my main focus. Obviously, you guys know me, main focus is multiplayer and zombies and Warzone, and we have a leak that is really worrisome coming from Victor, the Chinese leaker. We all know him. I always bring him up because he's always got some interesting stuff to, talk about in terms of leaks, but there's obviously a lot of other stuff, like of course we know Woods is going to be there. I don't want to talk specific spoilery type leaks because this event's tomorrow and I'm excited for it, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who's excited for it. So this has nothing to do with the trailer, nothing to do with how the event's going to happen. I don't want to spoil any of that. I've seen some stuff about it, but I don't really want to spoil that kind of stuff. So let's just talk about this one specific thing, and that is that Victor says there is a new system in multiplayer, just like last year's Modern Warfare deleted the minimap, which may cause some discomfort to players. Don't ask me what the new system is. You will understand it when you participate in the beta. So obviously the translation from Chinese to English, it's a little rough, so it's like kind of hard to tell what he's trying to say, but I think it's kind of clear in this specific instance that he's saying there's going to be some new system in multiplayer that will cause discomfort for players, right? So he says it's a new system. So a lot of people in the comments of this reply were like, oh, maybe it's manual healing from Black Ops 4, maybe it's the 150 health from Black Ops 4, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. He says it's a new system, right? And if it's a new system, that makes me feel like it's something we've never seen in a Call of Duty game before. So what is that system? We've not heard many leaks of anything that sounds too discomforting that's new. So I'm really interested to see. Hopefully it's not discomfort for me, and of course, hopefully if it's a big problem, hopefully they change it for the beta. I don't know what it could be. I've seen people, debating, and I'm interested to see what you guys think it will be. Personally, I've seen people on Twitter say stuff like maybe they'll be removing the crosshairs to make that feel more gritty and realistic. I think it could be something along the lines of changing the gameplay mechanics to make it feel more realistic. Someone's also said, like, what if you reload and your entire ammo goes away when you reload? Because, realistically, if you reload, the ammo you had in that, like, reload without, finishing your entire, like, mag, right? Realistically, and you threw that away, you would not get that ammo back in your reserves, obviously. But Call of Duty's an arcade shooter, therefore they don't care about that. I hope they don't go that route, because I've always been saying, don't try to make Call of Duty realistic. That's one of my biggest problems with Modern Warfare. It did a lot of little things here and there that were just like trying to make the game more realistic. I think it's cool to have realistic gun sounds and animations. Those are important. I think the guns should sound realistic and look realistic, assuming it's going to be a realistic game and it's not in the future, right? I think that's important. But when it comes to gameplay related features, don't slow down the pacing of the gameplay. Don't make the maps very, real, like, just make it feel more like an arcade shooter, and it'll likely be more fun. So I hope this system is not what I think it could be. Hopefully it's just something small, maybe not as bad as he thinks it's going to be, and hopefully if it is that terrible, they can change it for the beta. Of course, it's a good thing we're having the beta. There was rumors about us not having a beta at all. Thank God we are actually having one. That's really exciting because of course it's really soon as well. Apparently it's probably going to be in end of early October or something, or like end of September. But another thing that's been talked about is, of course, we all know that Gamescom is going to be showing some stuff about Call of Duty Cold War, Black Ops Cold War, whatever the hell you want to call it, on Thursday, right? So of course we have the reveal tomorrow, which apparently, according to Victor, will show a little bit of multiplayer. It's gonna be primarily campaign. We'll show like 10 seconds of multiplayer. I don't know if he means they're gonna show like the last 10 seconds of the trailer will be multiplayer footage, or if multiplayer footage would be kind of intertwined with the trailer, kind of like Black Ops 3 did. Could be one or the other. He didn't say anything about zombies. I don't think we're gonna get zombies today or tomorrow when, obviously when the real happens. Gamescom, I feel like they'll probably just show a campaign mission or something like that. And then apparently the multiplayer reveal is supposed to be September 9th, I believe, or 13th. I believe it was the 9th. So, and then the reveal of the game itself, the release date is November 13th. So a lot of information just dumped on us this past night, which is insane. And there's honestly even more information to go over, but I just don't feel like it's necessary for me to talk about every little thing when there's places to do that, obviously. So I'm really excited for this. Hopefully you guys are as well. I kind of laid out the most important things that I thought was most important to talk about, and kind of the most worrisome, I guess you can say. Some of the information is not really worrisome at all. It's just, I think it's, important to talk about and be like, okay, it could be worrisome. You know what I mean? So, of course, I will be live streaming this event tomorrow, as well as the Gamescom thing on Thursday. So definitely on this channel, not on Twitch, even though you can go follow my Twitch anyways, just to check out future streams. But for the reveal's sake, I'm going to do that on YouTube. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.